Hello, Brooke. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
My name is Mr. Robbins. I'm your health counselor today. Who is this?
This is my dog, Little Guy.
Little Guy? Little Guy, nice to meet you.
Thank you for letting me bring him.
Just a little bit about the sessions. The first session we call it the intake session. I talk a little bit about myself, about the room, about the procedures, what goes on in here, full confidentiality. Nothing you say will exit this room. It's being videotaped for myself and for my peers and my professor. In progress to get my master's in health counseling. So anything you say, you don't have to worry about it getting out. Just a few things. With my professor, if they notice you posing a threat of harm to yourself or others, we're going to have to report you and try and seek further professional help. If things get a little too heated, we can refer you to another health counselor or possibly my professor. And that's about it. So is there anything you wanted to talk about?
Not really. I'm a full-time student and I work full-time as well. And so sometimes I can feel, my stress is building up more and more than it used to, with like my increased workload and long hours and everything like that. So I guess instead of going to see a traditional doctor, I decided to utilize the counseling services instead and see if just talking about it to somebody who was just unbiased and knew really nothing about me could maybe help me out a little bit. So that's why I was referred to you.
That's good. And what do you do for work?
I work in a medical billing office, and it's continuous work, 24/7. It never ends. Your desk is never cleared, and you work with a lot of it's a lot of money, and it's a lot of politics with the insurance companies and stuff like that. So it gets kind of stressful. And then to go from there straight to classes, and then go home and get ready for the next day. Every single day, it just kind of builds up.
So your weeks are pretty busy.
Yes.
And how many hours a week do you work with class and school?
Well, my classes are 12 hours a week, and my workload is 40 hours a week.
Do you get much personal time in there?
No.
No?
No.
You get much time to spend with Little Guy?
No, and that's a lot of my stress, because I would like to come home and just relax and play with my dog, and I don't get to.
Yeah, and are there any changes you would like to make to your schedule?
I'm not sure. I guess I need to finish school. That's been my top priority since the beginning. I need to hold down my job because I have things I have to pay for, just like everybody else. But I guess I would just like to find a really good balance in there somewhere. Maybe if I could have some downtime between my classes instead of my mind constantly racing about work, or or vice versa, having some downtime at work so I could focus more on my classes, something like that.
And what do you feel like you spend more time on, work or school?
I definitely spend more time at work, and I wish it were the other way around.
Is there any way you could try and shift the balance there?
I would probably have to get another job or cut back my work, my hours or something like that, and dedicate more time to school, which I would love to do, but I don't know if I can right now.
And your focus in school, your major?
My major's in psychology, so at some point I'll probably be doing the same thing that you're doing.
So what do you find so interesting about psychology?
I want to help people and help people understand things that they might not understand about themselves, and help them bring that inner knowledge out they're not sure they might have, that inner peace, I guess.
So does that help you with your stresses in your life?
Yeah, talking to people and helping somebody else overcome something makes me feel like I can overcome something too, and it helps a lot.
Do you project that into your own life?
Yeah, I guess I would.
In what ways? Are there any certain therapeutical anything that you use certainly to change the stress or change the focus from school to work?
No, not really. I'm kind of going at all times. I need to find that balance of where I can just wind down. So that's why I figured talking to somebody would help me do that a little bit easier.
Do you have anyone to talk to at home?
No, not really. Everyone's pretty busy in my home.
No one at all? Not even Little Guy will listen?
Little Guy's my only person. He's the only one.
Okay, all set.
What?
Yeah.
That's the end of our thing? You're not going to say bye?
No, we don't need to. They only watched the beginning.
Oh, so they're not going to finish it?
How long was that?
4 minutes, 54 seconds.
It's